slowly. Actually, with this one, I think I'm just gonna fold that over and then check it. Okay. So, I mean, don't cut unless you have to. If you can get away with just folding them over, because if you cut it too short, you have to kind of start over. Well, let me just say, if you do cut them too short, one thing you can do is just twist more pipe cleaner onto what you already have to get it back to the height that you want. I know this is going to be too much though. So this is another part that can get kind of hectic because you got glue all over. You're trying to protect the doll, but even if it looks kind of scary, it's not. It's fine. There's not much you can do as long as you keep, if you have an acrylic painted face, you know, keep the messiness away from her face. And my goal is to get her even and her heels on this line straight. Any cleanup I need to do, I can easily do with denatured alcohol, nail polish remover, even probably water, soap and water. So that's not really something to worry about too much, like if you get glue on the legs or whatever. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. She's way more than 5.5, so I'm gonna push her down. Make sure that you're not stuffing the inside of the torso with those pipe cleaners so much that they fill up the torso and you can't get your arm in there. You're just, you know, check it, make sure you've got a decent amount of room for your arm. Get your feet facing forward, your doll facing forward. And we're really trying to get her even, her feet are on the ground, okay? This is the time, like I had said, to think about posing. What I'm doing with these is I'm making waitresses. These are, the heads of these dolls are the same. It's a Paulette Stinson mold, and they're smiling, and I'm doing a 50s diner. So I wanted that cute, young, smiling face. So I'm just letting this sit here. That's not how I'm posing her. But on this one, you can tell she's kind of has a hip sticking out, like she's going to be in a cute pose. So if you have the Elaine's tacky glue bottle that is 8 ounces, it is almost exactly 5.5 inches tall. So I use that to stand my dolls up against while they're drying. It's good if you have a second bottle so you can use that because you're still going to be, you know, using your other glue bottle. It's good to have the 2 of them. Okay, so looking at her, I obviously need to separate her legs because we're trying to have a natural, womanly, human, I should say. So at that point, you start using your cotton balls. And I'm going to separate those legs. I'm going to use my cuticle stick up in here. Or the needle nose pliers work good too. And then of course, every time we do something like that, we're going to have to take her back and make sure her legs are even again. Again, don't worry about the messy glue because that can all be cleaned off. Okay, leg finished up. Normally I would let the pipe cleaners dry a lot longer before I started messing around. And forward. Okay, measure. So this is just a matter of what looks natural. As far as her legs being separated and balance. Let me check her against this one. Sometimes if you have them tilt slightly forward, it helps with their center of gravity. So that worked just to tilt her slightly forward. Okay, so she has good leg separation. She's standing on her own. Both heels are on the ground. She's about 5.5 inches. As we can see, she's the same as the one before that I had already done. And so what I would do now is I would let these sit probably overnight. And then do the cotton. The arms, just to go over the arms really quick, you don't do the arms until you get ready to do your sleeves in your costume, because the arms just get in the way and it's so much easier to do the costume, your side seams, things like that, if the arms are not in yet. So to do the arms, I only use one pipe cleaner. And you can do this at any time. Just do the glue around the pipe cleaner, a little bit of super glue, put it in, leave a long length, way longer than you need, and just don't worry about that part yet. And then set it aside to dry. And when you do your costume, you will dry fit it as many times as you need to. Don't cut your pipe cleaner too short. Just slowly cut it down. And then sometimes you will make your sleeve on the arm before it's even in. Sometimes that's easier. Other times you might want to put it in and then make your sleeve. That just comes with practice of, or maybe one costume or the other. But for the assembling part, just, pick out the arms you want for your doll, glue, super glue, stick that in. And then when you do pad your, this assembly, you're going to do that. You're going to put this in the torso. Like I say, just a dry fit. To assemble, remember that one thing that helps to assemble is to look at your own body. Like, put your elbow up to your body and see where your elbow goes. It goes pretty much right in the middle of your waist. You don't want too short of arms. You don't want too long of arms. If the arms are going to be carrying something, holding something, you do make them just a little bit longer. But nothing looks more weird than arms that are too long or arms that are too short. So think about how your own body, your elbow goes about there in your hip, in your waist. Okay, let's give it a little bit more. Okay, so when you do this for real, you just use a little bit of cotton when the glue has dried. Well, ideally, I don't think I've ever waited for the glue to dry, but ideally, it's there for a while, and then you don't want to pad your arms too much. Obviously, this will be glued, so it won't be moving around like this. But you don't want to pad the arms too much, just a little bit of cotton, because you can get them looking like a football player really quickly. So just start with a little bit of cotton. And then you don't need to put a skin over that with the glue, just the cotton. So just glue it in, a little bit of cotton, okay? That's when you get ready. So let me go back, check. Okay, so I'm gonna set this one over here. Let me just make sure this is recording. Okay. So, like I said, this isn't the ideal doll to demonstrate because I'm doing a particular